Well, when I took office the first time in 2003, there was bilingual education around the state, and that was very unsuccessful. The number of students that became proficient in English in 1 year was a pathetic 3%. We introduced structured English immersion, which was really required by an initiative that was passed by the voters and that should not have been violated. And with structured English immersion, we got the rate up to 31% in 1 year. So that meant in 3 or 4 years, they all became proficient. At 3%, almost no one became proficient. So we proved what works. Since I've been out of office, before coming back to office, about 10 districts have gone back to what they call dual language, which is a kind of bilingual. And we've shown that the top 5, we compared the top 5 structured English immersion with the top 5 dual language, and the English immersion outperformed the dual language 4-1. So we continue to prove that structured English immersion is the best way for students to learn English quickly and then go on to succeed academically. So we're going to continue to fight for that and to give proper funding so we could give good education to the teachers so they teach structured English immersion properly to benefit the students. The federal government has a lot of irrational things. I'll give you an example. They used to require that we ask 4 questions to determine who is an English language learner. And I think it should be 1 question: what's the dominant language of the student? But one of the 4 questions was, does anyone in your household speak English? So some of the Navajo kids who speak only English said, well, there's a grandmother in my house that speaks Navajo. So they made them take a test, and they failed not because of language, they spoke only English, but for academic reasons. So they put them in an English language learner class, even though English was their only language. And one of them ended up in a Spanish-speaking class. You can imagine how the Navajos felt about that. So I said, no more 4 languages, just 1 language. The federal government said, you're discriminating because you're under-identifying. So I said, if you want to change what I do, sue me, and I'll meet you in the court. I know where the court is. And they didn't. So this is a good example of I'm always fighting the federal government on irrational things. And it would be good if we could just focus on substance and not on irrational bureaucracy. Yeah, the main thing is to do what we're doing here, which is educating teachers to do it properly so students learn English quickly and they can succeed academically.